The man at the helm of the inquiry into the Black Saturday bushfires says it would be a disaster if his report was taken as an unconditional endorsement of the stay or go policy. In his only media interview, Bernard Teague defended the notion that in some cases people can decide to stay and defend their homes during less severe fires. All three commissioners spoke exclusively to ABC reporter Jane Cowan.
The Commission didn't recommend abandoning the stay-or-go policy, but Chairman Bernard Teague says people shouldn't mistake that for unqualified approval.
I challenge the notion that we have said we've kept the stay-or-go policy. I say we haven't kept it. What we've kept is the fundamental basis that underlay the old policy.
But he says that doesn't mean people can stay to defend in all circumstances.
We're saying it would be a disaster for that to continue.
We're asking the population to become quite sophisticated in their thinking. You may stay if it's a regular bushfire and if you are adequately prepared to defend your home. But if you, for example, you have vulnerable family members, then you're far better on that extreme bushfire day just to go, and particularly on a code red day.
Bernard Teague revealed he never really considered making US-style evacuation the primary response to bushfire.
There were too many problems in going down that track.
It was a seductive option. I think in the final analysis we were satisfied that the circumstances in the US were different. We think the psychology of people who live in the US is in some ways different.
As for the leadership on Black Saturday, the commissioners are measured but to the point.
To their credit, many of the senior people towards the end of the commission were no longer relying on the argument that we did the best on the day, as though nothing more or better could have been expected.
I take the view that it was to do with, that leadership was a factor, but it wasn't an all-important factor.
A commission isn't a court, it's a creature of government. How independent were you able to be?
I think that we probably erred on the side of being too independent, but we wanted to be seen to be independent. And therefore, I, if you like, avoided contact with politicians.
The chairman describes the Commission's report this way.
I see it as being one of those reports that would be hard to ignore, one that wasn't trying to push too hard on the basis that we might get more as a result of pushing too hard, or one that would be so soft that we were bound to have all our recommendations accepted.
We always had in the back of our mind, is government likely to pick these sorts of recommendations up? It wasn't that we were trying to make it easy for government. We really wanted to make it easy for the people to get a good outcome from the Commission.
Not easy, perhaps, but possible. Jane Cowan, Lateline.